What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and we are returning to the Guinea Pig team and the world of Blue Destiny. Last time, the team was saved by Blue. They also went up against the Rhinoceros and continued their raid on the base. This episode, the Guinea Pig team will continue their push on Waitwand. U activates Blue, and we see a full armored layout of the mobile suit. So let's get into this. They don't have time to wait around for the choppers, and they have to push in. But Xeon begins attacking. Philip Hughes notes that Xeon is willing to destroy their own base. Waitwand Commander Rupert Brazi is informed that EFF is entering from Area B. He orders a base-wide retreat. Brazi flashes back to him, looking over the former commander. He is leaving it in Brazi's hands to lead the people. He is in a beaten-up Gelgoog and will uphold the strength of his former commander. You and Philip notice action happening. He is reminded that if he is backed into a corner, he can unleash Blue's full potential. He senses Marion's presence. Maureen sends out an urgent message telling everyone she is picking up a huge heat signature at the forward enemy base. Alf told you that he will leave the judgment of activating Blue to him. He decides to use it. Simona focuses on anti-air defenses for the choppers, while Philip follows you. He gives Simona some ammo before feeling a sensation. It is the exam system. He activates it and heads out. Plus Moses can sense that Blue has been activated. You is just rushing as fast as he can to the city center so he could stop the nukes from going off. Marion grabs his hand. Simona says that Yu's speed is unreal. Philip tells him to shut up and watch the choppers. Xeon converges on Yu and Simona's location. Simona shoots down a Magella top and they keep pushing forward. They see tracks flank right, but Yu thinks it's a trap. He fires some Vulcans and sets off some landmines. He begins hopping and stumbles onto more Xeon forces. The gang regroups as Yu handles business. Simona destroys some aquatic mobile suits. They were intending to make their escape by sea. Even with this destruction, they are outmatched, and Philip recommends throwing up the white flag and getting used to that POW life. Meanwhile, Yu is just tearing through Xeon forces. He wants to tap more into the power of the exam system. Marion is trying to warn him of something. As he gets closer to the city center, something doesn't seem right. He thinks that they may have set nukes off on a timer and fled. An explosion goes off near Yu. There are Xeon forces hiding nearby. Everyone has retreated from the base except for Brazi, who goes out in his Gelgoog. He and Yu engage in battle. Brazi wasn't expecting them to make it to the city center so quickly. He dual wields beam Naginatas and goes in close. But as he gets into stabbing range, the Gelgoog tricks him and shoots at Yu. Blue is barely able to dodge the attack. Yu realizes that it was Marion who was able to make that dodge. Yu takes his shield and impales it right through the torso, killing Brazi. He gets a message from the choppers and the ground forces. It seems it was a bluff and the nukes weren't located here. Their mission is complete. Yu is mad as there are still nukes out there in the wrong hands, as Australia is fresh on his mind. They are suddenly hit by a mobile suit on top of a Dobday class ship. This triggers Yu. Darkness consumes him. He comes to with the Dobday and mobile suit completely destroyed with no memory of what he just did. On this mission, they were able to take out 22 mobile suits, 18 tanks, and 1 Dobday class ship. The Antarctic Treaty prevented the use of nukes for the remainder of the war, but on Earth, nukes are everywhere and easily accessible. After Makuve's attempt to fire off nukes during the Battle of Odessa, many Xeon remnants began ignoring the Antarctic Treaty and attempted to set off nuclear weapons. Even the Federation began rethinking their nuclear strategy. With the creation of the GUNDAM development project and GPO-2, it seems a new nuclear arms race was on the rise. North American Federation forces, New Bern Base. California base is under EFF control for the most part by this point. Philip wonders if the top brass fed them lousy intel. Alf asks you what activating the exam system was like. He said it felt like he was on a leash, which is due to the limiters that were built into the system. He tells them that the exam system mastermind, Dr. Clust, will be paying them a visit. Marine tells you that last mission earned him the promotion from ensign to lieutenant junior grade. Philip and Simona are envious. Nimbus is informed that Waitwan is fallen. Tristan wonders the status of the exam system. Surge tells him that it is still operational and that Clust is on the move to the Federation base. Tristan thinks this is their chance to take both out with one attack. They want the exam system, but they make it sound like they want to have sex with it. Calm down, it's a mobile suit. They keep an eye on Clust. Maybe they will ambush him after his work at California base. Clust wants Surge to see if anyone who went up against the exam system survived. The past. Marion watches a mock battle as Clust approaches her. Nimbus is in the Ifrit Custom Space. The MS-0TX Exam B Ifrit Custom Space is a test variant of the Ifrit Custom used to develop the exam system. Even though this is called a Space Custom, the original Ifrit has no issue functioning in space as well. It has increased armor and extra propellant along with Shin thrusters. It is equipped with triple missile launchers on both arms. a heat sword, and a 105mm machine gun. She messes with him by saying that Nimbus is going to kill his comrades during the test. Her new type omnipotence is so strong that Clust believes her. Marion preps her Saikomu Zaku for her test. They're using simulated rounds, which are dictated by the computer. Melee weapons take the swing into account and calculate the simulated damage. But what happens when two beam sabers clash during a training exercise? Are they not stopped by a force and they keep moving? Or do they have giant foam sabers? I have questions. Marion thanks Nimbus and says that everyone pulls their punches around her, except for him. To her, that makes Nimbus a brave knight. The mock battle begins, but neither moves. Knowing that she is a new type, Nimbus is forcing her to make the first move. Marion can sense nothing from this guy, which causes her to act first. As Nimbus goes in for a melee attack, his mobile suit does a force shutdown. The Zaku is able to dodge his attack. She passes out for a moment, and Nimbus jumps out of his mobile suit to save her. Clust is embarrassed. He got scared and wanted to shut down the mock battle. He didn't have faith in Marion. As she is destined to die, the manga tries to do a flashback fake-out. Clust comes to California base to inspect the salvaged Gelgoog and Blue Destiny. The mechanic Jill tells the crew about the supplies they repurposed from Waitland. That is when Clust instantly recognizes her Zeon accent. Remember, she is a Zeon spy working for the guinea pig team. She plays it off by saying her mother is a Spacenoid. Yu tells Clust that he hears Marion, and the doctor says that perhaps he is worthy in Marion's eyes of knowing the truth. Clust goes a little mad as he explains that the exam system is a failsafe to stop new types. He says, "You don't understand. We need test subjects." "We don't understand. Maybe start at the beginning. Take a few breaths." Marion is a new type who turned on her fellow Zeon to help take down new types. Yu pushes him for more questions, but Alf suggests they let the madman rest for now. Clust puts his faith in Yu. He says that he doesn't care about Federation or Zeon. He is about saving the human race. This was Char's point of view as well after meeting Lala. He knew the war was more about new types versus the rest of the world. He was just on the other side of the aisle. Tristan and Serge were able to find a survivor from Waitland. He is missing half of his face. He tells Nimbus of the bright glow from the mobile suit. He allows him to join his team and shows him the Nimbus and how it has a similar glow. He is certain this is what he saw in Waitland. This is also the first time this guy is seeing an Ifrit, as there are only a handful of them made. The next day, Ko tests a new weapons loadout for Blue Destiny. This is the full-armed loadout. The RX-79BD-1FA Blue Destiny Unit 1 Full-Armed is a full-armored variant of the Blue Destiny with additional armor, a new chest unit, and a shoulder beam cannon. This is designed for special missions, as this greatly reduces the capabilities of the exam unit. Weapons include Vulcans, a beam saber, the shoulder beam cannon, a twin beam cannon used by the Gym Dominants, a 79mm rocket launcher, a Gatling gun, and a shield. This still retains the magnetic coating as well. The top brass, along with Clust, is watching this test. He tests out the new Gatling guns, which are blazing fast. He then tests the shoulder beam cannon, sending dust and everyone's eyes watching. Hope you wore safety goggles. Yu tells Marion that he wants her to lend him power to protect the people. Much of the full-armed loadout doesn't do much to help the exam system, but it makes him look fancy for the higher-ups, so they go ooh and ah and give him more money. Jill learns this while spying on Clust. Yu is quiet, but something is eating at him. Nimbus is also training with Serge and Tristan. The survivor of Waitland, whose name is Vittorio, is working as the Nimbus mechanic. Everyone is excited to have him on board. Nimbus says since he is a mechanic, he must know everything. He tells the man that Marion is no more, but a power has been entrusted into him. They must defeat the blue mobile suit as it has a fragment of Marion. Clust believes that Marion was a tool to destroy humanity, but Marion is a tool that will bring forth peace. These past few issues, Philip has been passive-aggressive about the higher-ups using them as a guinea pig. Simona reminds them that they are called the guinea pig team. Today, they are testing the stealth loadout, but it is going to a live deployment. We will talk about this loadout next time. This operation is called Project Legacy. Yu salutes Blue and hopes that the mobile suit will give him the strength to win. And that will do it for this episode. Two sides are fighting for what they believe Marion desires. This is how religions get started. The power of blue is something that Yu loves, but having literal blind spots in your memory when using it isn't a good thing. Next time, we will see the stealth loadout in action. Philip will give away intel to Jill because of Boner, and Yu will go up against two new goof variants. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, if you are called the guinea pig team, you should have the expectations of being treated like a guinea pig. Oh, Philip. Peace.